morning, soldiers. You are listening to the sound of victory because I am Liss Victory, and you have tuned into that broadcast. We are talking about art and activism. That's AAA for your soul, baby. Let's change the world. I am joined today by my good friend and boss, Brian Crawford, of the River's Edge Radio Network, of which you are listening to and tuned into right this very moment.
That's accurate.
You want to say hello? Quick hello.
Hi.
Hi. We're going to jump right into a guest because we're starting in right at guest time. I have on the line Lisa Love, who is with the Yuletide tour coming up in Millvale this Saturday. Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for calling in and joining us.
Mm-hmm.
So you're part of a big plan up in Millvale that celebrates the holidays, and it's happening this Saturday, right?
Correct. It's called the Yuletide Tour.
And you were part of starting this 3 years ago?
Yes, me and a group of other business owners got together and formed a business association and decided to have a tree lighting celebration and to also spotlight our business district. And we came up with the Yuletide Tour.
What kind of things can people expect going up to Millvale?
So for the whole day, there'll be activities scattered throughout the day, from family-friendly events to adult-only events too. It starts out in the morning with the kids' Christmas party at the community center, and that's from 12 to 2:30. And people can pick up a map there and follow it through time to shop 24 of the stops and support our local business community with one-day specials, giveaways, things of that sort. That goes on all day, and then the Pittsburgh Philharmonics is going to play a concert for us at 2:30 at New Sun Rising, which is the old Moose Lodge. So that's pretty exciting. And then we have activities at Gap Park where there's a lot of family activities going on. You can buy wreaths made right here in Millvale at the Gardens of Millvale, wreaths and swags. We'll have a fire there for s'mores for the kids, roasted marshmallows. Adults do. If you like s'mores, you can make a s'more. And then at 5:30 starts the activities for the tree lighting celebration. And this year we have two bands, which I'm pretty stoked about joining us. One is the Mondays band, and they go on at 5:30. And then Santa comes and lights the tree at 6:15. And then we have Dale Mangold going on at 7. That's pretty exciting.
That's so perfect because you can go and do shopping and do daytime activities, and you can get the full Yuletide tour experience, and then you can still go out that evening.
Trying to get everything done and then get the kids in bed, and then all the adults can come out on our unofficial Christmas crawl.
Oh,
There's 4 stops this year. There's 4 stops. It's going to be Smokey's Tavern, which is right across from the tree lighting first, and then we're going to go to Bar 3, which is a new bar in town, and then we're going down to Cousins Lounge, and then ending up at the Double L. So that's pretty fun, too.
Those are some of my favorite Millvale bars. That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be a way for people to come out into the community, celebrate the holidays, and spread some Christmas cheer.
That's really great. And I have noticed that there is a big sense of community up in Millvale, and the businesses working together and knowing one another and putting on events like this. It seems like it's growing more and more over time.
It is. And we want to keep that small town feel. So a sense of community is really important to us. And hold on one second, I'm driving. I'm sorry. Multitasking. And for us to all get together and support one another, it's a great networking community, and it has a sense of pride. You know, Millvale's been through a lot over the years, and its resurgence and redevelopment has really meant a lot to the people that have been here through the whole time, and then the growth of new businesses coming. It's such a wonderful blend of new and old.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've always enjoyed my time up in Millvale Music Fest, or just going up and meeting friends for
Mr.
a drink at
Smalls.
Double L, or
Yep.
some food at Nova, or yeah, a big show at Mr. Smalls, or the open mic. It's really coming along, and it's really cool. I'm particularly excited for the Philharmonic. We talked about that a little bit. And
So if I
how
could give them a shout out, they are playing the night before Friday. If you want to start the holidays a little bit early, they're playing a show up at Mount Vernia, which is their home base now, and that's in Millvale. And they're having a holiday pops concert on Friday night at 7:30. And then they are coming to play a free concert for us on Saturday at the Old Moose Lodge. So it's just wonderful to have the community come in and be exposed to classical music. Sometimes it's just the kids' first time to be up close and personal and seeing people actually playing instruments. So it's a great addition to the Yuletide tour.
Oh yeah, I have vivid memories from when I was younger. I was growing up in Erie, Pennsylvania. We would see the Erie Philharmonic, and our whole school would go. And
you know, they're all volunteer group, so that's great. It's a
wow, I didn't know that.
Yep, they're all volunteers, so that's awesome. So support that if you can, and support some more businesses in Millville. We got some new businesses in town. We have some old businesses that have kept the community vibrant when some things have closed up. So just come out and walk around by yourself, with your friends, with your family. Just see what we have to offer. It's really going to be a fun day, and the weather looks great. So.
And would one be able to possibly stop by and get a haircut or a style at Salon 20?
Salon 22, we might be booked that day, but
Salon
you sure
22.
can stop in because I know. Yeah, because I know that we're having some pre-booking specials, but I'm pretty sure the girls are all booked that day. But come on in because I got some holiday spritzer, I got a gift certificate
cool.
Sale going on, like an open house. So please stop in if you're in the neighborhood.
All right, so now the listeners and viewers know that if you want to get into Salon 22, you best make an appointment. Well,
thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you so
Happy
much
holidays.
for calling in. You too. Maybe I'll see you on Saturday.
Please do.
All right,
Bye-bye.
take care. Bye. Oh, she is just lovely. What a sweet woman. I don't have my splitters in. My splitters, like it's a thing that I tie into my head.
So another nice thing.
There we go.
In case you are unaware, Lisa is also a sponsor. Hold on, I will in a second. Lisa is also a sponsor of the River's Edge Radio Network. So Salon 22 is one of our great sponsors.
Yeah, it's actually through the River's Edge that I heard about Salon 22.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just so sweet. That was so wonderful.
Yeah, it's a really cool event. It's a lot of fun. I've always just participated as somebody who just goes to the event. So this is the first time I'm doing anything with the Yuletide tour.
What are you doing?
Well, we are helping to promote it, and then I'm also going to be doing my show Saturday morning at Tazadora, which is one of the stops on the tour. So you'll be able to come down there at 10 a.m., and I will be interviewing Anne, who is an artist who headed up the public art display that's going through town.
Oh,
so
neat.
if you've been
Okay.
through Millville and you've seen that blue line that travels through town, it ends up coming all together at Gap Park, and they have a beautiful visual art display and audio display. So it's going to have the blue line, and then there's a light display tied in with some noise that is like river music, or not river music, but river sounds. And she's going to explain how it all ties in, and they're going to make it officially open to the public that day, and that's going to be at 5:15 at Gap Park before Santa Claus lights the tree at 5:30.
Santa Claus is lighting the tree, making a personal appearance in Millvale.
Of course.
That's so cool. I was just so glad when that event popped up. I was like, oh man, this is another event that's happening in Millvale the night I have an event already. Because we're doing a Fearsome Koala comedy show, which is why Eric was supposed to be on the show.
Yeah.
But he was already on the River's Edge that
He
same
was.
week.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
was on
tell
my
me that
program.
was going to happen.
Yeah, that was fun. It was good. It was good having him
Doubling
on.
up
He used
on the
to be-
promo.
He used to be on my show frequently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he used to be a regular guest on the program, so
Oh,
it was cool
dang.
to bring him back in.
Oh, neat.
And, yeah,
I
it
didn't know
was
that.
fun.
I didn't know it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun, and it was a good show. We had Aaron Watson on as well. Aaron does Aaron just recently came back from traveling all through Asia.
Wow.
And this happened right after the story broke about the guy who built his own rocket to prove that the Earth was flat.
Yeah.
So I had asked Aaron, I
thing.
asked Aaron what his proof was that the Earth is round. And he really couldn't give me any concrete evidence, I felt at least.
That's
to
the
justify his
episode
point.
that I haven't watched yet.
Yeah. Oh, that
I
was
tuned. Where were we?
We were in Athens.
Oh, we were playing a
We
show.
were in Athens,
Yeah.
And the time that your show started was the time
Yeah.
that our show started.
And I was super sad. I was like, oh no, I have to play a show and I can't watch River Talk. I'm not even joking. This thought really occurred to me.
Yeah, we had 2
That
rounds.
was like one of our favorite shows. That we
Oh, it was
played
a great
before.
show.
That was such a fun show.
That's awesome.
So he couldn't give you. So wait, she couldn't give you.
Well, I mean, he mentioned something. It was a couple of round earthers. You know, those people crazy, deny
round
science.
earthers.
Yeah, denying science. So they're in show, and he's mentioning things like the timeline and the time zones, and well, of course there's it's the Earth is round because you've got the different time zones. Everyone would be awake at the same time, and I said that's ridiculous. The sun starts at one side and it goes to the other. He's like, but he tried to come up with some argument. So I explained to him the 2-sun model, how as soon as the sun is coming here, it pops up on the other side, the second sun, because they're revolving around the Earth.
Yes.
So that's
Clearly.
why.
That's why you have time zones, because when the sun comes down here, it pops up on the other side, and it's not the same sun, obviously. I mean, science.
It's a different sun.
Science proves
Everybody knows that.
there's a second sun. Yeah.
So
Would you say these round earthers are globalists?
Yeah,
Huh?
I think they are.
Huh?
I think they're globalists. They're trying to
Right?
trying to tear down our walls, and they're trying to really destroy our culture. So
fucking
culture
round earthers.
of-
with their science.
Two-dimensionality. That's what we're about here.
That's right.
We're about two-dimensionality.
If it's flat, wouldn't that just be one dimension though?
This is why we don't allow women to talk about science.
I think what we should do is I think you guys should come back here with me because our webcam has a weird delay.
Okay.
So if you guys come back here with me and then we can stick guests on there and it won't matter if they're delayed. That's their problem. It's not our problem.
What am I going to sit on?
If you bring that chair or that chair around and maybe the orange chair could be guest chair over there.
Okay.
So for those of you
Let's set
listening
it up.
to the radio network, we're playing musical chairs here to accommodate the video audience.
It's just not
It's
as
like a
musical
game.
as we would want
It's
it
like
to
a
be.
game here. We're moving things around. Basically, Liss has organized this place as if the world were not flat. She's talking
is
like a crazy
ridiculous.
person. But that's okay.
To realize real science. Vincent, if you want to stop by, you're more than welcome to stop by.
So you mentioned this is the last show here at the Pittsburgh Art House.
Yes, sir, it is. We are moving up and on. We're going to Garfield. We're going to be like right behind Artisan Tattoo Shop.
Oh, okay.
And right around the corner from SPAC.
Oh, that's super close. I was thinking, I don't know why, I was thinking you were moving further away, but that's really not any further.
No, we won't be too far.
No, that's great. That's a beautiful venue. Actually, my first gig was in the Artisan.
Really?
Yeah, my first, paying gig where I wasn't a host, where I was just, booked for an act.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, that's not true. Technically, I did the Millvale Brewfest, but the first time where I wasn't involved with radio and got paid for a gig. So I did storytelling. It was real Pittsburgh stories, and we had a bunch of different storytellers. I was first because at the time I was afraid I'd have to work, and so I made sure I was the first one out of the lineup. But it was a lot of fun. It was a really big crowd. It was a good crowd, and it was a really cool place. It was the first time I'd been in there, so that was kind of cool to experience.
Yeah, we're talking about doing shows over there, and oddly enough, because science isn't my forte, and I'm a spiritual sort of person.
See?
Ever since I moved to Pittsburgh, I've wanted to develop a relationship with a local tattoo shop, and I haven't really done so yet. I've developed relationships with tattoo artists, but not with a shop.
Okay.
And Artisan has been on my radar since I first moved here. Artisan and Armature, both of which are on Penn Avenue. And so now I'm really excited. Like, it's going to be pretty, at least, I don't want to say easy, like, it's going to be great, but, I mean, it's right there. So the ability to go over there, and I can work there and drink coffee there. So it's not just, like, your basic hang out at a tattoo shop. It's hang out at a tattoo shop and get work done at the same time, which if I can combine work with anything, then I'm much more likely to actually do that thing.
Yeah, it's nice though. That's one thing. I got this spiffy new tablet, and it's made things a lot nicer because I can work out of coffee shops and stuff like that as well. And it is sometimes being in a different environment can make you more productive.
Yeah, I love working in coffee shops, and it gets me out of the house.
I never
so
really
I'm
had
not
a chance
always
much...
glued to a computer at my house.
Yeah, I never really had a chance to do the coffee shop thing because I moved right out of college, and then I never had anything. I had a desktop. And then I never had any piece of equipment that was usable until now. Now I finally have all the tech.
Well, that's great.
All the tech. I'm like a frequent guest. Well, I wouldn't say a frequent guest. I'm a reoccurring guest on Awesome Cast, which is our technology podcast that you can listen to 9 a.m. at riversedgepgh.com. And on that podcast, I'm always the guy who runs a tech company that has nothing that's tech oriented. I'm coming in with like a tablet and like a chisel and a hammer to this tech podcast that airs on the network, and I'm the one that owns a technology company.
That's
But
great.
they all think the Earth is round, so all I'm saying is who's really up on science. But I will say I think I'm the only person that was on that show and sold a product for a company online that I brought in a tech gadget. It was a projector. So I definitely hold that crown, where I actually got somebody in the chat room watching the show live to go to Amazon and buy my awesome thing of the week. On that show, they have an awesome thing of the week where you pull up a tech thing that you want to show off or talk about that's in the news or that you've experienced that's interesting.
That's cool. What day of the week is that on?
That's Saturdays at 9 a.m.
Saturdays at 9 a.m.
And then you
Cool.
can watch it in live video through Awesome Cast's Facebook page.
Housemate coming in.
Or their website. Which is
Two housemates coming
double
in.
housemates.
Awesome Cast
Oh, dang.
in.
See, we needed chairs.
Well, do you want here? I'll
some more
move.
guests.
Yeah, if you
Out
guys
of the
grab a
way.
second chair and
Here.
put it over there.
Sit over yonder.
And
Ryan.
do we know their
There's, like,
names?
no
Do the
other-
listeners know their names?
We have Kevin Ridge
Kevin Ridge coming in
and
hot.
Luke Schenker.
Nailed it.
Yes.
It's German for
Here, I have a
A.k.a.
I have a dual scene.
10K.
the
So-
or Kabuki
Or Kabuki Ghost. Yeah.
Kabuki.
Kevin, all we see is one half of your torso.
Where's
You gotta,
the camera?
you gotta go that side.
It's right there.
There's
Oh.
one over.
We got a
over
couple
yonder.
house guests in
camera.
for the send-off
There
show
we go.
We got
here on that
Yeah,
broadcast.
these
Luke.
are housemates. So Luke
Oh, that's right,
is
housemates.
a music producer, and Kevin is a videographer and tech startup guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind of tech
Well, he's
startup
like
do
a
you
man
do?
of all trades, actually.
Big data, like we do a lot of infrastructure work.
Okay.
So like manage like roads and stuff like that. It's called roadbotics if you're interested.
Robotics.
Roadbotics.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
That is a good
Yeah,
name.
right.
We should shift
I'm
this
gonna move
over.
we want to move the mic over.
Oh, you still have that Snickers on your desk.
I do.
It's been there for weeks.
It's been there for a little while. To be honest with you guys, I don't know when I'm gonna eat it. I think it's gonna be my fun little treat when we move to the house.
nice.
That was a
the-
birthday gift.
I
Wasn't
know,
it?
but it's now gonna be an exciting house moving treat.
The birthday was a while
Why?
ago.
Judging me on when I choose to
Well,
eat my
you're-
delicious treats.
Wait, who gave you a birthday gift of just a Snickers?
It doesn't. What? I don't remember.
Hey, don't
to
be
honest with
judgmental
you.
about the gifts.
But I'm just happy that somebody gave me candy.
I usually go by like the kids party standard. About $25.
Roughly, yeah.
So were you all
Does it
candy
come with, like,
eaters?
well, Snickers. I mean,
You're a Snickers fan.
Snickers is pretty solid.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid.
Okay, all Snickers aside, what do you guys do at the art house? Tell us a little bit about your arts.
Well, I am a music producer at the Art House. I like to specialize in sound design, but I bounce around through music theory, composition, production, mixing, mastering. I was actually just able to get involved with the CMU studio yesterday.
Oh,
and,
yeah. How was that?
I was awesome. Got to meet some of the band, The Clock Reads, who's going to the studio.
They're good.
Right?
I've heard them before. Yeah, they're on our network. So.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Yeah, I saw them at the Rex a month ago with another act. But anyways, they're finishing up recording an album in the studio tonight, so I'm stopping by, checking them out. But yeah, I'm just interested in getting into the Pittsburgh scene.
Nice.
So, yeah, just moved.
You
moved
just
back here.
From Boston, right?
Yeah, I moved from Boston in September, and it's been awesome to be back.
What's the community like here versus Boston?
Oh, it's super duper different.
How's that?
I could go on about that a good bit.
A little bit?
They're definitely very,
Yeah,
very
snippet.
different. I'd say the best way I can put it is whenever I got to Boston, I'm a very like sociable guy. So when I'm walking down the sidewalk, if like someone makes eye contact with me, I'm just like, hey, like how's it going? Or like I'll wave at them. Just be like, yeah, like how do you do? Doesn't really work in Boston.
No.
You do that like, you're that weird guy who keeps saying hi to people. But in Pittsburgh, you do that, and people are just like, oh, hey, like, how's it going? You can have like a little chat.
You're like the fun guy.
Yeah,
You're the fun, happy guy.
You get to be sociable. I remember one time I was flying back from Pittsburgh to Boston, and I spent 40 minutes just talking with a complete stranger in the airport on my way about all his cars that he bought, and just like got breakfast with him, and it was awesome. And I got back to Boston.
Wow, that's really cool.
I know. I like social people. But I mean, Boston, there's definitely like pros to Boston. I'd say cool city to visit. A lot of things going on.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I lived in Boston for a little while, and
Yeah, that's right.
it was fun, but I don't want to like stay there. Pittsburgh, happy to stay here. Wanted to try my hand at New York City, but you know, I'm still looking at houses in Pittsburgh, and we were just talking about where I want to send the kids. You know, West Point. I think West Point would be
We're going to
perfect
send them
for
into the
children.
military because what we really believe in is unfettered nationalism and war that
Discipline.
will never end to keep the corporate machine going. That's what we really believe
Oh
in.
my gosh.
You know? That's what we really want.
Just want to keep the fear inside of them
Yeah.
as long as you possibly can.
Yeah, you know, they say the middle class is dead, and I want to make sure it stays dead.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to be the one on top of
That's-
the grave,
that's-
making sure that it stays down.
Do not necessitate. You've got the EpiPen, and you're there, and you're just like...
Yeah, that's what I
Any
really
chance
want.
of a zombie uprising of happiness or joy? We want to put that on. We want to stop that.
Do you want a chair?
Nah, dude, I'm good. This is how I film. I sit on my heel.
So yeah, I
I got
This is
it.
not bad. I always hated living here. I did
Okay, past
Until you
tense,
started
that's
a radio station.
well
That's
until I
really
moved
cool.
well I mean that definitely has helped. But when I moved to the city, it made a big difference. So where I grew up, in my opinion, it was the coolest town in Westmoreland County. They always, for a small town in the suburbs, I'm serious, Irwin, they have so much going on. But not enough for me. I'm one of those people, I have to have something to do literally every night or every day, something. So moving to the city, because I hate the climate here. Like this time of year can shove it. I hate
Right
it.
now, it's not that bad.
It's miserable. It's like a tundra out there.
What are you talking about? The
So-
sun is
It's
shining.
nice.
It's like
The sun is shining,
62
but it's like,
degrees
yeah, it's like
outside.
52 degrees, which is almost 20 degrees below 70. It's too cold.
That's
But
how you
what's
should
this?
You need a good
always.
pair of sweatpants. That, like,
I need a
makes
good
this-
pair of sun. 2 suns. The two sun model.
The
We're
two
bringing it
suns.
back.
That's
We
why
want the
Brian
2 sun
believes
model.
in the two-sun model.
So
He's just projecting his
Cat's
inner
allergic to
love.
sun.
I'm not allergic to sun. No, trust me. I'm like Birdman. I survive off of the sun rays. That's the only way I get up in the morning. So
Birdman reference.
So, yeah, I hated this area. And then when I moved to the city, having things to do, it has allowed me to tolerate winter some. And no, I didn't move to this area from somewhere that was warmer. I always grew up here. I just always knew that I hated the cold.
Have you ever lived somewhere else other than Pittsburgh?
No, not really, but I've visited other places that have
Try
better
it out.
climates.
Let me know how
You know what, my
87-degree
aunt-
weather works.
I
year-round.
I have
Oh
a
my
point
God,
of reference.
yeah.
I know it doesn't. First off, it sucks. This garbage is what sucks.
Oh, dude.
But my aunt moved from Chicago to Florida, And everyone always says, oh, you move to a place like that and then you want to go back. That's not true. Her friends begged her to go back to Chicago to visit for a weekend. She refused. She forced her friends to come to visit her in Florida because she wasn't going to subject herself to that miserable climate.
Oh, dude, I am the total opposite
Is
way.
she like 80
Florida
pounds?
what's the censorship?
Whatever.
You can swear.
You can swear.
Okay, Florida sucks ass.
kids.
Like Florida is just simply like you go outside and you're
You go
sweat,
outside,
just,
it's
you're
like
immediately
it's like a
uncomfortable.
giant blanket of
and
love.
you're so thirsty because you go outside and you're like, I can't breathe because this air is probably 20 times thicker than anywhere else I've ever been. So like it's just it suffocates and I can go on for hours on
That's
how
just
why
the Gulf.
Florida sucks.
That's just the Gulf hugging you in a blanket of love, is what it is.
It's
Unlike the
a
icy
blanket of
cold-
old people's dead skin is
Yeah,
just like sort of
there it is.
like going around you and
Okay,
packing
buddy,
you
you do-
in,
you do
making
realize
you
you-
shorter like every other Cuban out there is just trying to like bring you down to the ground and like start decomposing you as
You
soon
do
as
realize
it can.
you live in the old
Florida.
person capital of the North, right? I mean, Pittsburgh is like either 1 or 2 with Florida, with like super like elderly population. I love the elderly people. Maybe that's why I like Florida as well.
I think
So-
that's probably why it is,
80
Brian.
years old.
I think you've secretly been 80 for like 30
80-year-old
years.
people have existed long enough. They know what's good in good taste. They've aged enough. They've seen it all. All I'm saying is they've experienced it all, and they've learned what's better, and that's why they move south. That's why the
doesn't
birds
mean
move south.
experience.
Nature
Birds
tells you.
don't move south. The
Nature-
birds have a condo that they timeshare
Yes.
with climate change
Exactly.
in the south.
Nature has taught us, so, like nature tells you that mammals or creatures of the earth, they're smarter when they move south. Notice birds don't have to hibernate. Notice birds don't have to huddle up. Notice birds don't have to hoard food.
Notice
That's
birds
because
don't
they're
have to have a winter
constantly.
jacket.
That's because they're constantly staying awake so that they can fucking destroy the human race, Brian. That's what birds
We're not
are
talking
doing.
about geese. Geese are dumb. We're talking about like other birds.
all
Good birds.
all birds used to be dinosaurs, and now they're pissed because they didn't have the technology to see a meteor coming.
The birds
that
are what
destroyed their entire
They survived
species.
the meteor. That's why they're still here.
And now they want the planet back,
They're
Brian.
smart
That's
enough
what they want.
to move south.
So they're going to the warmer areas.
Can
to
we talk
plot.
about the art house?
Yes.
Very
It's a
big
real
fan
tears
bird
that I have.
tangent.
We went off into a huge Florida
Kevin.
bird tangent.
Kevin.
Dinosaurs.
Are we allowed to talk about Mosaic?
Yeah. Well, I'm sort of going around. So I'm the
PittsburghArthouse.com.
yeah. So we're changing Mosaic to pgharthouse.com. So it's going to be specifically built. So essentially, what I do is I'm a filmmaker, and also a startup tech guy. I guess you can call. I'm a coder,
Developer.
developer.
Engineer.
There you go. Engineer. See,
It sounds better.
It sounds better than coder
engineer. Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But so making a documentary on the art house that's taking forever. I just had a laziness, and I'm starting a company right now. But also, I'm starting a sort of a social network and a portfolio site for people in the art house and also friends of the art house, so we can all sort of collaborate and tell everybody what we have to think about each other's pieces.
Yeah. And just let the community know like what's going on at
Yeah.
the art house. Because
So-
definitely we want to bump up the transparency.
Yeah. Do we have a real website now?
Not yet.
I think you bought the domain.
I bought
Hey,
the
bring
domain.
chairs.
So we know it's going to be at pgharthouse.com.
Yeah.
It's just not live
It's
yet.
just not live yet. Whenever
Ooh,
shit.
yeah, we have a
Yeah.
very basic
Like and
WordPress right now
subscribe.
that I just made from a template. It's super boring.
What is the Facebook page like? Do you have like an @ symbol?
I think it's at PGH Art House.
Okay.
So for those of you who aren't who are listening or watching not in Pittsburgh,
Comment a link.
our little 3-letter thing that a lot of cities have, or our little abbreviation, it's PGH.
Yes.
That's what we do for Pittsburgh thing. Atlanta apparently is ATL. I was
ATL.
just there.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck, is it segregated? Oh my
Oh yeah.
god.
It's ridiculous in
yeah.
Atlanta. Oh
Holy
yeah.
shit.
I know that.
Like I thought, like Pittsburgh is segregated. Yes, it is. But holy fuck, Atlanta is segregated.
Atlanta's very
And it's not like, oh, Atlanta is racist. It's like, yes, the racism is everywhere. It's like its own
Yeah, it's
special
Atlanta.
kind of segregation, though.
Not on the
Yeah.
dark side of the earth.
Oh God. This is that broadcast flat Earth episode. Welcome everybody.
Let's see. Oh, you're just gonna.
Well, welcome to the Victory Denies Science episode.
Okay, round earther.
What are we gonna do for Vincent? You brought a chair for Kevin, and now Vincent doesn't have a chair. Are you gonna sit on his lap? Are you gonna sit on my lap? Am I sitting on your lap? Vincent Didiano arrives.
What's up?
Host of POVincent, stopping by for the farewell show.
Hey, Brian, what's up, man?
Not much. How are you?
What's up, dude?
Krish,
like
can I
your
get
jacket.
some coffee? Oh, wow, you smell very nice, Vincent. This is the kind of stuff that you're going to encounter should you visit us at the Art House, which there are still ways to visit us at the Art House. Kevin and Luke, I believe, are going to carry on the tradition of housemate.
Oh yeah.
Also,
we have a
Spencer.
bunch of events coming up.
And Spencer. Oh, can you
Spencer,
talk about it
yeah.
a little bit?
We
These
call
are
it-
all
this is
invite only.
brainstorming for
This
events.
is a residence. It's not technically a venue.
It's not a venue.
It's not a venue at all.
Legally, it's
technically,
not
technically, it's not a venue. It's a residence. Private events. Just talk to us, and we're more than happy to invite you because we're a very inclusive group of folks, and we love other folks, and it's gonna be a great time. So yeah, tell us a little bit about the events that you guys have planned without me.
I'll still be around though.
Yeah.
Nudge, jab,
We're just
jab,
like
jab.
skip and hop down over in Garfield.
Yeah,
the
you're not
first
too far at
Fridays.
all.
Yeah, we'll still be doing stuff, and Dylan was really stoked about doing a First Friday thing. I invited Dylan to the show, but apparently he is in NOLA, NOLA. That's the New Orleans thing. It's New Orleans.
No.
I know it was New Orleans. I
warmer
just
out
didn't know the
there.
actual junk place was all capital letters.
Okay. Yeah, that's their letter abbreviation. But yeah, events.
But yeah, so we're keeping with the open mics on the 13th of the month.
Cool.
Every month. Fantastic. I'm trying to kick off more of a production community around the art house. So there's
Nice.
a few people I'm talking to, one of which is one of Kevin's coworkers, is a fantastic producer living nearby, and we've got like a small community of people who we share work, get feedback, updates on what's going on. Ableton Live 10 coming out pretty soon. Looks incredible. But looking to start hosting meetups at the house to have producers just like come in, share work, similar to the labs which we do, which we're still going for one of those every month as well.
Mhm.
We're trying to stagger those 2 weeks after the open mic, but we'll post the actual event details on the Facebook.
Oh, you guys are
page.
bringing back the lab?
Yeah, we're trying to open
No
mics
shit.
every month, and then like the kind of like lab, like loose party kind of thing that we did last month.
Yeah.
So we're looking to keep that alive. Kevin,
But also, like, we wanted to do some, like, productivity parties. So, like,
Oh, yeah.
Luke and I do this sort of shit all the time where we just go downstairs and we work on our own stuff individually, just
just
together.
bullshit, burn some incense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm thinking that if we got a bunch of creative people doing that sort of shit, then that'd be, like, pretty rad.
I feel like meetup groups might actually be. Do you guys use
That'd be
Meetup?
good.
Yeah.
Chris
I
uses
use
Meetup.
Before.
It's good. It's like a pretty. It reaches out pretty well.
Yeah, I've never utilized it to put something together, but I went jogging with a bunch of 30-year-olds in Boston. It was a little weird.
Why was it weird? Was it the age?
Yeah.
You're trying to
'cause
say, because we're old? Is that what you're saying? Because both of us are in our 30s.
it was just like a
What are you trying to
general-
say?
It was like a
I'm
general
30s
jogging
too.
meetup.
Yeah.
But
You're,
you
I
only-
didn't know your
the
age. So
30
yes, the
side.
30 side. So like what? We're like the creepy side of the table. Is
Do you
that-
only talk
Oh, they're
about your
all
kids?
in their 20s.
I don't
Are you
have
in your
kids.
20s?
No woman
Wow.
will touch me.
Whoa.
There it is. But
No,
see,
I
then
don't
we have
wanna
stuff
be-
to talk
I
about.
want to be involved in this. I like
isn't
people of all ages.
Shut
I
up,
said some
baby
ages.
20-year-old.
This is,
Size is a little different,
Which
but
is fine.
ages is at least okay.
The events at the Pittsburgh Art House are all ages events.
As long as you don't
I
sound
don't-
like Florida.
I don't recommend bringing like a
All I'm saying is
13-year-old
that's
to
the
it.
side of the table that thinks the Earth is round.
Ah.
It could be round. It could be flat. We don't have enough evidence to prove any of this.
Oh no.
We don't know enough
20-year-old round
information.
earthers over there.
I'm just trying to keep the peace here. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of noise.
Wait, did you see what Elon Musk posted on Twitter recently?
That he's smart?
No. Well, I mean, he's posting stuff like that all the time.
Is it that automation are coming for my bullies from high school to destroy their lives and their jobs?
This is how
No.
Judgment Day starts,
Oh.
people. This is how we get
He won that
terminated.
battle ages ago. No,
Yeah.
He posted,
I don't think he needs
why
that
is there no
anymore.
flat Mars society? And the Flat Earth
Oh.
Society
Oh.
responded.
Oh my god, that is badass.
Got
There are
fired.
no... Oh my god.
Hey, Krish, why
That
don't
makes
you
me
get
feel dumb now, because nobody else, there's so many smart people, he's the first one to be like
Nobody's
this.
questioning
get
that.
another chair?
No.
Where are we gonna fit me?
They can
Come on,
squeeze
boy.
together.
We can get like a fisheye lens.
Vincent, you shouldn't
too.
say boy towards anybody.
Which also, I'm going to take a minute to give a shout out to our sponsor, which I'm wearing the
Woo!
t-shirt
Let's see.
for our sponsor, which is Hambones
Middle,
Pub.
you could probably
They
slide
have
in. I think
live
that's the
music
middle.
and comedy and other events every day of the week. That's 7 days of the week, every day from Monday through Sunday. Check it out on the east end of Pittsburgh in Lawrenceville, which is a hop-in neighborhood, and we're really thankful to Hambones for helping us out and giving us lots of support. Krish and I have been involved with Hambones a bunch. These guys hang out at Hambones. Vincent Didiano has done things
I
with
love
Hambones.
the uniqueness of some of the events that they have there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they did the
I think of Zhuzh immediately.
Zhuzh is one. Anything that Hambones Theater Company does, they do a lot of things that are outside of the box. They have their staples at the open mics, whether it be comedy or music open mics, but they do these shows that are maybe for a smaller audience, but because of that, they're able to get more creative, I feel like, and do some really unique things there, which is really cool.
Oh,
I need
okay.
to meet with our tech guy and have him help me figure out how best to configure this stuff so that it's all running happily ever after.
So it's interesting because it's obviously better for the show long term when everything works. But sometimes when things don't work and you're just really, really pissed off, it makes for a good show as well.
Let's see.
Some of my best shows have been shows like the show we were talking off camera for anyone listening about a time where I was so aggravated with my computer that I drop kicked it across the room. And I was so angry going into that show. Yeah, I punted a computer.
What are we talking, like a Mac or a PC here?
A netbook, like some sort of Chromebook or netbook
Okay.
or something. So anyways, I punted it across the computer in a rage, and my show was great that day. Once I actually got on air, since I was dealing with
Since
internet
you got the
issues.
rage out.
Yeah.
You channeled the rage into the entertainment of the show.
You expelled the rage, so it was all right.
Center your chi after that.
The Garfield Art House, though, like we said, it's going to be in the area behind Artisan and SPAC, which, I mean, I was already trying to watch what I ate and, like, watch my calories and stuff, and now I'm about to
That
be,
goes
like,
out
a
the
walk
window.
away
Yeah,
from
you're totally-
SPAC.
Walk into SPAC.
SPAC is a locally owned pizza shop in Pittsburgh, who I feel like I should ask if they want to sponsor some stuff, because, I mean, they're right there. They're delicious. I know they sponsor a show on WRCT because I played there.
We got free food from them because
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah, first show, you're just eating hoagies and pizza and stuff like that. Just right on camera.
Every morning.
Oh, yeah,
10
I would
a.m.
totally
That's
do
how you know
that.
It's called Listen to People Eat.
10 a.m. Satan
The
wings.
new
I'm all
ASMR
over
show.
it.
The first 5 minutes.
Heavily.
What do
I'm
you
always referencing ASMR.
The sound of
Yeah,
pepperoni
the first
between
5
my
minutes
teeth.
of our show is just gonna be ASMR.
I saw a picture
Great
posted.
name.
The Fat Man ASMR.
believe-
Sound of a cheese stick dipping into sauce.
I believe I saw a picture of a mural posted when you mentioned about moving to this art
Yeah,
house.
so there's this big mural of a bride on Penn Avenue, and she's like walking into a house, and I just thought it was kind of perfect because, you know, Krish and I are getting married. He just posted his is it the most recent Taboo Table Talk that's titled "We're Getting Married"?
Yeah, it's a 2-part live birthday episode.
Yeah, so that just got posted. I thought it'd be cute if we called that broadcast this episode "We're Moving to Garfield," and then I found the mural with the bride, and I just thought it all just kind of came together. It's adorable. It's a series called "We're Becoming Adults," I guess. I don't know.
We're adulting.
Don't ever say that again.
No.
Adulting.
I watched
It's a verb.
a New York Times editorial video, and it was about this woman who was like, once you turn 35 and you're a single woman, there's like a shelf life on being single as a woman or
yeah,
living
that
your
was
life
weird.
as a woman when you're
Vagina
35 and
especially.
single. And I'm like, do you just not
Go
have
right in.
friends of other genders?
Or not,
Yeah,
actually.
Do you not have friends of other ages? She's like, I watched my last friend get married. And I'm like, really? You don't have any more friends? And none of them are single.
See,
You
that's
don't
what-
have
that-
any friends in their 20s, 40s, 50s,
That's her,
60s? Because
that's her
I do.
mistake. She could have just made single friends. She just should have just made more friends.
Yeah,
and
why?
Find out and just pretend like they're just having a conversation.
Kind of a bitch and doesn't have a great personality.
Krish brings up a great point.
By being a bitch.
Yeah,
even in this
maybe
PC,
there's some personal responsibility to be had.
yeah, even in this PC culture, you can still be a bitch.
Fucking Republican.
Oh, it's absolutely, completely.
She's hot too because there's a video
Really?
opinion thing. Yeah, and she's a videographer, so she's talented. She's good looking. She's got a sexy accent, and she's like,
Why do people feel that they need to define themselves based on their relationship? And that's always something that's always bothered me.
yes,
I
Brian
always
Crawford,
the
voice of reason.
If I meet somebody, that's a wonderful thing, but I'm not going to base my entire self-worth on being in a relationship. And so many people, it's like they can't fathom even the concept. They break up with someone and then they're moving into someone else's house the next day. And I never understood that mentality.
I think that's
and
part
I even
of...
feel when you're in a relationship, you need to still maintain some level of individuality.
Yes.
I feel like both you and Krish are individuals. My friends Corey and Heather. Corey, who has his own podcast, Be Movie Bros. Heather used to be on us. On
I see them on SoundCloud.
Yeah, she used to be on our network with the weather. She's a meteorologist. But the two of them got married at a young age, and I hang out with Heather all the time, independently of Corey. And there are times I hang out with Corey independently of Heather. They're not like attached. They're still two different people.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's what you want. I've been in those relationships where, like, if I went on the road, I would get a text every 10 seconds to be like, I miss you, I'm doing and it's like, that's...
I don't do that.
Why do I feel like I know who that is?
Not like every fucking 10 seconds. Like, you text me in the morning.
He's a comedian, we exaggerate shit.
But it's just like, I used to get those texts and I was like, I don't know... Like, I don't want to lie, but I also don't want to make you feel bad.
Yeah, what are you going to tell them? There's only so much you can say. Like, I had a nice... soothing shit.
I enjoyed my independence today.
I enjoyed my independence.
That I fucking did.
I had some ice cream and I didn't need to share it with you. It was great.
You know what was really great? Quiet. It was just fucking quiet, and I loved it.
I just had
like, we do that in the car where we trade off drives and stuff. Where just for like an hour, nobody says anything because I'm staring off into space, thinking about whatever I'm thinking about, and then she's doing her work, and it's just like, and then one of us will chime in to be like, do you think that flat earthers believe in a flat Mars?
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, what? That's a weird subject.
That's a good question.
Let's talk about this for an hour. Like, but like, people in a relationship feel like they need to fill the void with...
I guess I shouldn't say this because I don't know for sure, I'm not in their head, but I feel like maybe they don't have the confidence in their relationship that they feel they need to fill every minute. Or maybe they feel like they can't hold on to a relationship. I'm not sure what the reason is. But like, I'm one of those people, if you're naggy, I just stop talking to you. Like, I ignore you, and then I'll like make up some excuse like
cold-hearted,
like,
Brian.
oh, sorry, phone died or something. I'm an awful like boyfriend because
sorry, the new Avengers trailer just hit. I'm gonna be gone all afternoon.
I'm gonna be gone.
I want to take a minute to tell the listeners and viewers that you have tuned into that broadcast. We are here with Krish Mohan, Luke Schenker, Kevin Ridge. No, I have a head injury. Just give me a second.
Use that for everything.
Because it's true.
It's a good one.
Brian Crawford at the River's Edge. I am Liss Victory. We have Vincent Didiano off to my right. I guess to your left. I'm not sure. And then a friend of ours, friend of the house, and friend of the church. I'm not sure what title you would use, but Anna Marie just came in. Will you switch out real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I'm here
Come
to
over.
let the plumber in the house.
Come over. Lord knows we need the plumber to stop by.
What's it a euphemism for, Luke?
basically I think the show has taught us.
Talk about how Anna started a porn in the art house.
No, hold on.
Hey,
hold
so
on.
long as I finished it, that's...
Wait. I'm turning off your mic.
But Anna's awesome.
Because I'm in control, and I want to make a quick comment about gender because I think it's funny. So I've spent this whole episode surrounded by dudes, and it's not until Anna walked in. Anna or Anna?
Anna?
Anna? Okay.
There's two N's and two A's.
Okay, cool.
Not in that order.
She walked in, and that's when I suddenly realized I was surrounded by dudes. If the reverse were true, and I was in this room surrounded by women, I would be very, very aware that I was surrounded by women. But being surrounded by men, it's like not a thing, and I'm comfortable, and I'm happy, and everything's great. And it's only when, like, there's that moment of realization, like, oh my God, I just walked into a Waffle House with 20 other humans, and I'm the one female who did it. I'll turn your mic back on, I guess.
That did happen.
That's a literal thing that happened.
But it was also, like, a bunch of comics, and, like, 2 of them were married. And aside from me, there was maybe 2 other people that were, like, in a relationship that knew how to be... And one of them was Michael Cohen, and the other one was Andrew Frank.
But 20 humans. I went into a Waffle House with 20 humans, and it took a while before I realized that, because I thought I need to use the bathroom, and then I realized, no one is going to bother me because I'm the only female here, which is one of the benefits of having the separated bathrooms. I'm very pro integrated bathrooms, but the separated ones are cool too.
I'm in favor of super separated, where you've got the individual rooms. That way it's like all gender, but each one has an individual room.
Yeah.
And
we've talked about
any
that.
single person,
that's what I like.
I don't care what your religious views are, I don't care what your political views are. You can't hate on having your own locked door to go into your own bathroom. And if you're hating on that, I don't care what your beliefs are, you're a liar. Because everybody likes to poop in their own private room. Everyone likes to poop.
If the crack is too big between the door, mechanism, and you can see through it easily,
I'm talking about
that's where my beef is.
Separate rooms, though. We're not talking about stalls. We're talking about separate closed rooms.
We're talking about individual owned bathrooms.
Yeah.
Like what Starbucks.
Like a line of stalls.
I think that's just for a persnickety pooper.
No, we're talking.
Okay, toilets. That's great. Anna, tell us about yourself.
Speaking of the plumber.
It's really not that exciting. I just came here to let the plumber in. I think he called me.
Yeah, but you're doing stuff with the church. I saw you do a spoken word piece over at Skit.
Yes,
Skit, right?
I did do that.
What is that? Steel City
Improv. Yeah.
Theater.
Yeah, so I do stuff with Steel City, Unplanned Comedy, Arcade. Love Arcade. Taking a class there right now. Promoting that.
Unplanned is really good.
What?
That new venue looks nice.
Oh, man, it's gorgeous.
Oh, I didn't know. What's up with new venue?
They just got a new space. I think it's 943 Liberty. They used to be like in the 800s, and instead of just having one stage, they have 2 stage. One of them's like a proscenium stage with like the
riser seats.
Yeah.
So it's still like in the strip?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, downtown before, so you finish the strip and then it's downtown.
Oh, okay. I see.
I don't know how Pittsburgh works entirely.
I tried to go there once to see Eric Williams, and something was happening I circled the block, and it took like 30 minutes just to circle the block, and then I was late for the show, and then I was like, no, I should have Ubered or taken the bus because this is not happening.
Parking sucks downtown. Can we talk about that? They changed it. That's the real issue. They changed it. After 6 p.m. you used to be able to park downtown for free, and now they changed a bunch of it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Yeah. Did you guys not know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, all parking was free after 6 p.m.
I did
on the
know that
streets.
before.
And what is it now?
They have a bunch of it where it's valet after 6.
Just smash everything in this room right now. I'm done.
So
I knew about the south side, but I didn't know about downtown.
Yeah.
The south side was free after 8, but now on Fridays and Saturdays you have to go till midnight.
Yeah, your fucking car's gonna get towed, and you're gonna have a $150 ticket.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna fucking happen on the
that's
south
why they
side
park
now.
a block
Look
in the
out
back
for
off
those
East Carson.
signs. The vultures are out there.
I was at a Troy Hills citizens meeting about 2.5 years ago, very early on in the beginning of the River's Edge.
You're so civic-minded. I love
before we started it as a radio network. Well, the goal of the original intent of the River's Edge, it was going to be a podcast and it was going to be a news element. So I was going to cover the Troy Hills citizens meeting, and this is when the mayor first started talking about changing those times, and he wanted to raise the rates and extend the times. and he had a representative that was there at this meeting, and these people attacked her like wolves, and I was just standing there applauding them because they were basically, yelling at her about the parking, and they said, you know what, we're never going to come downtown. We're going to go up to the North Hills, and we'll never shop in the city. We'll never we'll never come to visit any of the city businesses. And I thought, I agree with them. I'm not going to go to the city if it's going to cost me more money to park. I'd never pay for parking.
You know why they probably think they're going to get away with it? Because in the past 10 years, there have been so many apartment buildings that have opened up downtown. That's part of their strategy to get the downtown business going. They probably figured, no, we got enough people living downtown. We don't need these neighborhood jackasses. We got all those people. And they're still wrong.
The problem is, it's probably what their thinking is, but the problem is they're finally turning downtown around, and the first thing that you could do to kill it is charge for parking past 6. Yeah. Like, you have to have parking until 6 because you've got people turnover during the business day and stuff like that. But after that, it's a ghost town down there. There's no reason, and it will. I mean, it's starting to turn around, but it'll be a ghost town again if you charge for parking. I agree with you 100%.
It just breaks my heart.
It's horrible.
So, do you have to do valet or something now?
So there's still parts where it's free, but it's like a free-for-all to get the free parking. And then the garage, they bumped it up from $5 to $6, which, like, it's $1.
Every dollar counts. I'm a huge dick about that kind of stuff.
But it's like your dollar is a vote, and I don't want to vote for the parking garage. I want to vote for free parking.
That's beautiful. I completely agree with you.
So this is
my vote. If every dollar counts, then how do you vote for something that's free?
Ooh.
Is every
right?
vote?
Participation.
Yeah. We're all worth $1.
That's actually a perfect time to.
I can afford to fire all of you. Collectively, you're $10.
No, that's a great point because it's a perfect time to say if you're tuned in on Facebook, give us a like, give us a thumbs up because that helps drive our engagement. If you like the content and you want other people to know, share. That's a little arrow that's pointing off to the side. That's also down there. Share it to your profile or share it to profiles that you think would like it. Share it to your official page. If you have one of those and you want to promote, this is on the Pittsburgh Art House page. It's on the River's Edge page. It's on my page. I don't know, Krish, if you shared it to your page.
Podcast page.
But yeah, sharing is the word of mouth of the 21st century. So yeah, you're helping us out if you let other people know about what we're doing because this is
it's a vote.
Yeah. Vote with your shares. Vote with your thumbs.
Oh, I like that.
Vote with your thumbs.
Vote with your shares.
I just came up with a great idea to solve the downtown issue.
Whoa. Give it to us.
We're going to open up a moped dealership.
Oh, I want a moped so bad.
4 or 5 mopeds in car space.
But what if guys want to drive downtown?
You can be a man and drive a moped. Have you been to Italy? All right.
Have you been to Italy? Says the Italian man. He's looking very dapper today. You look very nice, Vincent.
Yeah, I put a little product in my hair, and plus, yesterday I got my hair cut for the first time at a salon.
Oh, you finally went to the salon.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna get like a very nice shampoo rub.
Ooh,
it was nice. Yeah,
did you love it?
Yeah, it was nice because I've always I watch tons of videos on YouTube of like Indian barbershops where they give you they cut your hair and then they give you a head massage. But we ain't got that in Pittsburgh. So salons the next thing. Yeah, I know, right? God damn it! Somebody in Pittsburgh get on that. Anyway, I went to that. Yeah, I went to Salon 22 in Millvale.
All right.
Hair done by Nikki Bacon, who was.
That's amazing.
Who was on.
Lisa from Salon 22 called into the show to talk to us about the Yuletide tour. Yes, in Millvale. And then here we have somebody who went to Salon 22.
Oh my God.
This was not planned.
I know.
This just happened.
I just needed a
this was
yesterday.
purely organic and beautiful.
Yeah. One might say that it was unplanned.
Amazing.
Get it? Because of the comedy theater?
Yes.
I'm so happy right now.
Were you doing a callback there?
It wasn't.
So yeah, Salon 22. I got my hair cut by Nikki. She was really good. So if you're in Millvale and need a haircut,
yeah, Nikki's great.
Mention the River's Edge.
Vincent looks beautiful. Mention the River's Edge. If you're not visually tuned in right now, Vincent looks amazing, and you're missing out. Check us out on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Liss Victory Music, LISS Victory, like triumph, music like the kind you listen to with your ears or your heart or your soul. Anna, is there anything else that you want to let us know about what you're doing, or do you have any insider info on the church, or should we not talk about that yet?
Well, we're doing a family brunch there.
I thought that was private and it's just for family.
Yeah, it is, but we should.
So none of you should come.
Yeah, none of you are invited. But
well, no. It's you and me and Krish and Kevin and Luke.
Yeah, and it's exciting because we're connecting like the art house here with like some of the concepts that are happening at the church, and we have a second art house in Garfield now.
Oh, the church is also in Garfield, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're gonna make some great things. So be on the lookout for
I think
great stuff.
You're planning workshops and sort of lessons and stuff at the church?
Yeah, every Sunday for the rest of the winter season. There's acro yoga there happening from 1 until 4:30 for
I didn't know
$5 a head.
Oh, that's really cool.
I know. We're doing some cool...
Can I do a celebrity shout-out real quick?
Yeah, please.
The mayor of Millvale, or the mayor-elect of Millvale, is watching the show right now. So
wow!
Thanks to Brian for that. He's also a member of our
Brian.
music festival at the Millvale Music Festival. So.
That's so cool. No. Tons of shout-outs to Millvale. This is amazing.
It's you know,
our neighbor to the north.
Millvale and soon Garfield, places to be in Pittsburgh. So
I'm going to be getting my rent-a-car from Millvale.
There we go.
That's great.
I just called Enterprise this morning, so shout out to Millvale. And shout out to Billy the plumber. He's here.
All right.
Oh, okay. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Anna. Well, more great things to look forward to between the art houses and the church, and I'm really excited for Anna being involved in the things that she's been doing for our communities. I might also have my birthday party concert-y thing at the Garfield Art House. So there's a really cool basement space. Goodbye, Kevin Ridge. Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Be gentle.
Kevin will be working on pgharthouse.com. It is not currently up, but it will be up in the very near future.
Peace out, guys.
Oh, we're losing Luke too.
It's a pleasure and an honor. I need to get some more food. I've just been pounding coffee.
Oh, yeah. Food is a good thing.
I'm in that zone.
I didn't eat either.
I'm in that zone.
Bunch of health nuts over here.
We should all go to Nova Cafe in Millvale. Woo. Nova Cafe is banging. I love their food so much. Yeah.
It's a full promote. It's a full promotion episode.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of it happened organically. Like, this is amazing. My birthday, by the way, it is Friday, January 12th. I am still workshopping exactly where it's going to happen and what's going to go down, but I do know Victory at the Crossroads is available, and my lovely betrothed of the show, Krish Mohan, is going to be in town.
And Andrew Frank might be in town, too.
Who is Andrew Frank, Krish?
Andrew Frank is a very funny comedian. He's got a special on YouTube called Macrocosm that you can look up. Andrew and I are going to be on tour a bunch in the beginning of the year, and you should check that out. You should check him out. Andrew's very, very funny. Andrew Frank has also done an episode of that broadcast. It's the Stuart Huff episode called Running Away from Corporations.
No, Running Away from the Corporate World.
Running Away from the Corporate World. Go ahead and check that out on the YouTubers and everything like that. Yeah, me and Andrew are going on tour next year, so I think he's going to pop in a couple days early and hang out with us before we hit the old Dusty for like 6 weeks.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're pretty much up on the hour, so I don't know if any of you guys want to jam with me. I'm not sure how I would do that anyway.
I mean, I can definitely do like a robot type of dance in a jam session.
That's pretty sweet.
That could be something that could happen.
I could be the crowd. Yay.
Vincent's delay is so long. I gotta figure that out. Well, we'll be seeing the River's Edge tech guy pretty soon to figure out what we're gonna do about syncing our audio and video and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like that was a pretty great show. We're going to have things happening at the Garfield Art House pretty soon. And I think one of the first things that we'll be doing will be on Friday, January 5th, the first Friday of January.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be a good time. We're actually going to start packing up and moving stuff out
Today.
Yeah, today.
Oh wow.
JC said, thanks for having a show that I can watch in the morning that wasn't the Colbert Report. So, or Colbert Repeat, he says. So thank you for watching.
We have more substance than
JC.
calling Donald Trump a Cheeto, so.
I agree. And also, if you go to riversedgepgh.com, you can look at the broadcast schedule. We have shows 7 days a week.
Hell yeah. I love the River's Edge. That's not just a plug. I just had to say that out loud. And speaking of which, we're going to tune you back into the River's Edge. Those of you who are listening on the TuneIn app or on the radio or the live stream. And we can keep Vincent up. He might have something to say.
No.
And
I'm kidding.
you have Pittsburgh-based music and podcasts 24 hours a day, like Brian was just saying. So thank you for tuning in. You can catch us every Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m., either on the River's Edge Network, TuneIn Radio, or Facebook.com/Liss Victory Music. That's LISS Victory Music. And remember to choose bravery, choose love, and peace. If anybody wants to mention something while I cue up the end music, because I forgot to do that, you can totally do that.
No.
And in the meantime, I'm going to go back to stream.
Thank you for listening.
December 8th, come to Plate and Bowl. See Stuart Huff live comedy.
Saturday.
That was
Millvale.
good.
Right.
That was a cute ending. Yeah. Plate and Bowl show. Let's see. Should I play? No, I'm not gonna play horror show. I'm gonna play I'll Outrun You. People seem
You
to
clicked
like that
stop
one.
stream, sir. Oh, no, you didn't. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the network we're
No,
off,
I'm a
so.
dummy. For some reason I'm reading stop streaming, and I'm thinking like it stopped streaming.
I get it.
You
want
know,
to say
I
bye?
only use this equipment. What's this?
Say bye to the Facebook folks. Bye, Facebook folks.
I'll see you Saturday morning.